Hey peoples, Karina here, coming to you with this video. As you see, the title is below. Man, for some reason I can't never get this camera straight. Okay, I think it's probably straight. Okay, because it's on a tripod. But anyway, it be lopsided sometime. Anywho. Yeah, I put a little pink on top of the red, so it's gonna be some kind of fruit punchy color when I go to work tomorrow. But this video ain't even about that. Um, let's just go ahead and get off into it. As you see, the title is below, right? Okay. And I'm trying to make this video in love because some people really don't get or understand that as an adult, you can't expect the same amount of approval from people that you did as a child. Because a lot of times, kids that was like disappointed like all the time and don't ever get over it, they turn into adults that are always fucking disappointed about one thing or another. Okay, here's the deal. And I got my coffee right here. Because this is a coffee time, chit chat time, nighttime edition. I'm not editing that. Hell, I don't even know how to edit too much anyway. But anywho, let's just go ahead and get off into this. Like I said, adults are not supposed to need that much approval as a child needs approval, okay? It's like this. Say you, as an adult, pray to get out of certain situations. You ask God, and I'm saying this because I seen a person do this that's close to me. And for the life of me, I don't understand why they don't understand certain things. But let me just finish. As an adult, it's going to be times when people don't like you, no matter if you're good to them or if you're bad to them. If you're expecting approval all the time from everybody, you're going to have a bad time, okay? Because that's not how that shit is going to go, okay? You pray for something, you ask, okay, let me bump it on down to you. Say you pray for God to change a person's heart toward a certain situation so they won't look at you in so much of a fucked up, like, okay, God fixed the person's heart. Now what? Then you decide to say, God turned my life around, or order my steps. You know, a lot of people, I made a video some months ago, what order my steps mean. Just type it in or whatnot like that. I think I made that video maybe like 8 or 9 months ago, what order my steps mean. So I don't want to just keep going with it. And I'm burping because I got my coffee here, okay? But y'all know that. And I had pizza earlier that I made for myself. So anyway, God fixes a person's heart, okay, towards you. Say if you wanted somebody to see something the way that you were looking at it, and maybe the other person was like, hell to the no. And then God work on their heart, and then they're like, you know what? Okay, I see where you're coming from. But then it's like after you pray for everything to line itself up, and the last thing you got to do is put your left foot and your right foot in front of each other simultaneously and walk the fuck out the situation. That's all you got to do. Because I swear, when I was taking me a midday nap when it was raining, after I finished cleaning the window sill and planting me some little sunflowers or whatever like that, I wanted to see if I could take me a tiny little nap. Because I'm like, dude, it's raining outside. It's feeling nice and shit. Had both windows open, just letting the air come through. Bleach shit, mopped the floor, did all kinds of shit, okay? But anyway, the whole point is this. Because I just getting into, like, how cool the fucking day was, okay? It was just one of them chill-ass days. One of them lazy days, you know what I'm saying? So, I was laying down. And I got this, where is it? Oh yeah. I kept getting this thought in my head of this, it's a card that's in here in the Edgar Allan Poe tarot card. Like, it just popped up in my head. Like, it was the card with the bird on it, sitting on a sword, with the window open, and the curtain just flowing or whatever. I need to find that card because that card kept popping up in my head, and I was like, what the fuck this got to do with what I'm thinking about? Because when I saw what I saw this morning, I say, wait a minute. Some people, in their mind, they think that they being held prisoner in a situation when they really not. And I'm like, for the life of me, why does this person feel like that? Like, is this person really not able to get out of the situation that they say that is, you know, they feeling like, man, whatever. I need to look for this card because it kept like, it just kept showing up like in my mind. I woke up and I was like, nah, I'll get it later. And I'm really looking for this card because it's like, man, bump all that. I'm not finna go one by one. I need to find this card because this card, I could not get it out of my mind. And if y'all hear noise outside, it's because somebody is taking trash out in a basket like they do a lot, okay? And anyway, this card, this freaking card was just, it was in my head and I'm like, okay, what does this mean? Because I can better actually show you what the hell I'm trying to explain to you with this freaking card. So, now if I was doing them one by one, they wouldn't be in the order that they supposed to be. Okay, here it is. It's on the Ace of Swords card. Let me put all the rest of these other ones up so I can just show you what the hell I'm talking about. Like, sometimes people will be hollering about, like, maybe they won't say it directly, but they'll say it indirectly. And it's like, if you know the situation, then you'll be looking at it different ways, especially if you was in that situation before. And it took me a really long time to get to where I don't give a fuck about what somebody thinks about the decisions that I make for me that's going to help me sleep at night. Now, before I show y'all that Ace of Swords card, like what I was explaining to you, like when I was laying down and it was like just in my mind, and I'm like, you know what? I got to get up and find, like, take this deck off the shelf and do whatever. And I'm like, you know what? It's like this. I asked my mama last week. I said, because I was thinking, I said, Mama, have you ever been disappointed? We was at the thrift store. That's something she liked to do, and she liked to be there before I get off from work or whatever like this. So I'd be like, sometime, like, man, I don't know. But anyway, she had always told me this before, but I had never asked. This is just something she's tell me and my sisters, whatever. But I say, Mama, are you sure that you ain't, like, mad about, and I don't know what the hell made me ask her this shit. I said, Mama, you don't, like, feel no type of way, like, about decisions I made about nothing in life? She say, no, because as long as I don't sit there and influence your decision, anything that you do, if it don't work out for you, then you can't blame me. She used to say something to that effect. She used to say, before she said that Wednesday, I think it was what, this past Wednesday? Okay. Yeah, it was this past Wednesday. But the thing is this. She used to tell us, well, I'll never tell my kids, I won't never give my kids advice on something that I haven't like been through. And she said that if she did and it didn't work out for us the way that we planned, we would blame her. So that was her main reason. That was her number one reason for not giving us advice on certain shit. Like as adults. I ain't talking about like telling us what to do as kids. I'm talking about as adults. And that was a pretty nice response. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how she feel. So with me, that's what made me say the same shit to my son. Like, look, you grown. And I'm not going to tell you what to do with certain situations, because at the end of the day, if it don't go the way that you planned it, you can't fault me. And that's a lot of people's problem. They want to always try to hold other people captive by, well, if it was me, I'd do this. But anyway, let me get back to this card because it took me a minute to find it. The Ace of Swords card. This is the one inside of the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. I don't know if you can see it without that glare of the lamp. Anyway, let me see. Yeah. How the bird is sitting on top of the sword. With the Ace of Swords, normally the sword is pointing up. But in this case, with the sword pointing down, to me, how that is looking, it's like, wow, the bird is fucking perched on it. Like what I was just telling you, with the window open in the back and the curtains blowing. And people feeling like prisoners in their own home and just feeling all type of ways and shit like that. With the sword being down like that, it's like I'm not even giving escaping when I got a way out. Clearly, I'm not even giving it no thought. I'm not even giving it no thought. I'm just chilling on top of my fucking thoughts. It's in the back of my motherfucking mind. Meanwhile, this what you look like when you pray about shit and you ask for an open doorway for you to get out of a fucked up job or get out of an abusive relationship or yada, 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 whatever the fuck it is that you sat there and you told God you wanted, and he fixed every aspect of that thing or she. Oh my God, these people in these baskets. But anyway, it's fine though. The video is going to continue. It don't matter. And then I still got dye on my fingers from when I put some pink on top, but it's red. But anyway, what I'm saying, this card kept popping up out of all decks. This particular image kept popping up in my head when I heard this person that I heard this morning was talking about something along the lines about feeling like a prisoner. It's like, baby, if you don't understand, do you see this open? I'm keep doing this so you can look in the background. Look at that. A window open. Wind. Everything. And look, the bird ain't even facing the damn opening, okay? Or maybe look. It's clearly a way out there, right? It's clearly a way out there. This card was like stuck in my mind while I'm like trying to lay there and take a nap. This is crazy. And that's why I like that deck, because it's crazy looking. I even like the back, okay? But anyway, with this Ace of Swords card, that is just, look, I got to still leave that there. Look, this what you look like. And when I say you, I mean anybody watching this that actually sat there and said that they petitioned God, they petitioned Spirit, they called on Jesus, whoever they called on, and you was asking for something to happen, begging for something to happen. You asked God to fix every aspect of everything to get you to where you want to be. Now the motherfucking window is open and you sitting there with your back towards it, looking off into another direction. Not even, man, look, chilling on the sword. Chilling on the sword. chilling on the sword. Are you serious right now? Dude, needing the approval of others sometimes will get you fucked up. Okay? I hate to say this, but I don't hate to say this because this shit is coming to me like right now. Oh man, I need to smoke on this one because this is like, I didn't even fucking plan to feel whatever the fuck I'm feeling now. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, wrong side. Anyway, man, y'all don't even want to know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm going to fucking tell you anyway. I left off one side and I come back on the other side. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what I was feeling just now. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. Needing people's approval sometimes while you're begging, not asking, because if you ever heard the people say if you ask more than once you're begging, or you ask more than twice you're begging. I don't know, I heard old people say that and shit like that. Like, but look, if you keep asking, okay, I'm not even gonna say begging. If you keep petitioning, I'll make it sound a little bit more lovely for the audience. When you keep petitioning God, petitioning Spirit, whomever you're praying to, okay, and you keep asking for help. I don't want to be in this prison. It's a prison. I don't like being, in the house with this person. Like, I gotta walk on eggshells and shit. Like, I'm a good person. They don't see it. Fuck that bitch if they don't see it. And fuck that nigga if he don't see it. Okay? Screw it. Men and women is in this situation. And that's the most fucked up thing in the world, is to feel like a prisoner in your own home. Been there, done that. No more in this lifetime, baby. No more in this lifetime. No more. Because look, what I was about to say a minute ago, and it's like keep popping up to me like, Spirits, you better say it. You better say it. Because I'm like dancing around it and I don't want to say it. But I'm going to say it. You know how when people say obedience is better than sacrifice? Dude, when you're supposed to do something, you're gonna do it. And I'm gonna use my son's daddy situation in a minute from long time ago, because this is something that legit made him change the way he did certain shit. But anyway, some of y'all need approval so motherfucking bad that while you praying to God, you still asking other people what they think you should do about a situation. And it's like, what if? And it can happen, because it's going to correlate with what I'm about to say in a couple minutes. What if everybody that was around you to give you advice, suddenly something happened to them to where you couldn't go to nobody else but God for what you needed? Because that's what's getting ready to happen with some people now, because God is tired of people laying in their bed or on their knees petitioning, 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 and then you get the fucking answer what you need, and you don't follow the instruction, like you go and ask other people what they think you should do. You know, sometimes we want to ask people what to do, but I love how my mama told me that last week. She was like, I don't give people advice, because if what I say don't work for them, then you can't blame me. I love that response. I loved that response. So therefore, I just basically be me, because she was like, I love you for you and your crazy ass hair colors. I was like, damn, did you really have? She said, yeah, but you know what? I like this one. Yeah. So anyway, she had to make a little jokey joke, because my mama not one of those. Well, she is one of those emotional types that she say something like really heartfelt. Sometimes she'd get moved by herself and just freaking cry and want to hug you and shit. And, you know, I got parts of me like that. But for the most part, I don't cry. No, I cry. But, you know, not like that. Okay, but I'm saying, I'm trying to be funny. But the thought that I just, man, okay, look. I'm trying to get out of this, like, unshakable ass feeling of, damn. Sometimes some people ain't gonna be forced to grow up until they lose that person that is blocking them from progressing. And when I say that person from progressing, maybe you always got your mama in your ear telling you, well, do this, daughter, or do this, son. You know, guilt tripping you and doing certain shit, or always being there, letting you fall back on them and shit, to where you don't have to be an adult. And I told y'all a minute ago that a couple minutes ago, that I was going to tell you, like, okay, with my son's daddy, he's still like, okay, when his mom was alive, she basically, she would tell her kids what to do, to be adults and be on their own, like, you know, telling them, you know, you should move out, you should have, you know, grown ass adults, like over the age of 30, over the age of 20 something, still living at home. But he was the baby of the family, so she didn't quite say too much, because he was like around early 20s or whatever like that. Early 20s. For us to be there and shit like that, and it was like, okay, that's different. You in your early 20s and you feel like you want to hang around a little bit more. But then over the years, as the years passed, and he lost his mom, he said, I'm sad that I lost my mom, but at the same time, I felt like this is the only way that I was going to have the guts to stand up and get my own place and stop depending on mama for everything. And he said that, and that made him feel better. So I say, okay, he's a fuck shit warrior too. Get me not wrong, okay? But the thing is this. It's a level of maturity and being able to agree with someone that you don't like very much when they're saying something that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody's saying something that makes sense and you don't like the person, you just totally discredit it. No, that's not maturity. Maturity is knowing that, okay, when something that makes sense is being said by someone you hate, you know, you give credit where credit is due. So basically, I'm comfortable on this pillow, but let me just, okay. So anyway, like I was saying, some of y'all is not going to do what the fuck y'all supposed to do until that fucking pacifier is yanked out of your motherfucking mouth. And that's for real, for real. And sometimes that shit could be prevented. by actually just doing what you're supposed to do, which is whatever God told you to do. You ask God to be like, say, you're like, okay, well, I don't like my current job. I'm just use job as the example, whatever, because I'm always fucking at work. Okay, always at work. Anyway, I took me an extra day off for next month, and they better not call me, because I'm not, and I already told them too, don't call me, don't look for me, don't say nobody couldn't cut. Since bitch want to claim somewhere at work that they so, head worker, get your ass in there on that busy Friday, okay, and make it do what it do, because I won't be there that day. That's enough of that shit, damn it. But anyway, I digress. You don't want God to have to take something from you to make you fucking be right. You don't. Because I swear, man, I did. The hell, Kitty just running. She just, okay, whatever. Anyway, like I said, looking at this and the fact that this was just stuck in my head after I saw what I saw, it's like, no ma'am, no sir. No ma'am, no sir. It's like a fucking bird being inside of a cage with the door wide the fuck open, just wishing for a way out, and the motherfucking cage door is open, okay? If you can't, like, man, look, there's people that I know to this day, like I was saying about the job, God, give me a different job. I don't like where I am. You put in applications, right? All these places start fucking calling you. And you're like, well, I don't know. Well, I don't, I've been here for so long, whatever. Here's my thing. I stay at a job for a certain length of time. I've never stayed at no job past 4 fucking years. No. I move on to something else. If it's not what I really fucking want to do. That's how it is. It's like, and even if it is, change of scenery is good. You don't want to keep the same motherfucking routine up for years and years and years and years to where it becomes fucking boring, okay? And I really didn't want to be harsh or anything with certain stuff, but it's like, it's better for you to obey when God tell you to do something. Even if motherfucker talk about you, because motherfucker gonna talk about you whether you good or bad. Like I said, like, say Jerry. We just gonna say Jerry. Jerry is whooping Karen's ass. Hell of names, okay? Say Jerry is whooping Karen's ass. Or Karen is whooping Jerry's ass. We don't know. Okay? Whatever the fuck's going on. And one or the other, they don't want to leave because they're worried about what somebody else gonna say. Okay, well, here's the thing. They still gonna talk about your ass whether you stay or go. And I'm gonna just be very honest with you. But you know how you stop people from talking shit about you? You admit that, I sure did leave that abusive motherfucker. You know what? Say what you want to, but you better hope and pray that you don't get in that predicament. But here's the thing right here. 9 times out of 10, if a person is talking shit about your situation when they don't know the ins and outs of why you do what you do or why you did what you did, why you packed up them bags and you went to go wherever the fuck you went to go, then they themselves, because they judged you harshly, could find themselves in the same fucking situation. So that's the fucked up part about talking about people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, me, I've been through that before. Okay, let me just not pay the cat no attention. She keeps running in and out, because the new plants that I got, I don't know. She keeps trying to lay under them or whatever. But anyway, and then run out the window. But anyway, let me finish. Talking about a choice that somebody makes when they choose right, when they decide to actually walk out of a fucked up situation. Oh, whatever the situation is, because it ain't just relationship, it ain't just a job. It could be a family motherfucking situation where maybe you want to knock one of your cousins upside the head because they being a fuck shit warrior. And you just leave. Like, you don't want to have nothing to do with it. I mean, it's more to life than just those one or two things, okay? Than a man or a job, okay? I mean, it's a lot of different type of fucked up situations. Anything that can happen. So many different type of scenarios. Like, you gotta put on your big boy drawers. Or your big girl panties. And do what the fuck you supposed to do. Or just, like I made mention of this in a past video. Just don't sit up there and just waste your breath and waste your time praying for an out of a fucked up situation and you not putting your motherfucking feet forward and doing nothing, because God is watching how you're handling that situation. I mean, you can't stand somebody talking about you, because, man, do you know, like I said, people can say whatever the fuck they want to say, but it's like this. Do these people's opinions of you make you sleep? Do it help you sleep better at night? Or are you more concerned about, like, actually sleeping better at night? Knowing you not next to a motherfucker that you don't know if they gonna bop your head with a motherfucking hammer while you're sleeping. You don't know that. If they already crazy while you awake, the fuck? Especially if they know that, hey, this has been doomed from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And they felt like they had to go wherever the fuck they had to go, or talk to whoever they had to talk to try to woo-woo this person into getting over somebody that, if God put that person in that person's life, bitch, you can't shake me and I can't shake you. Okay? So you done just walked into something that you don't even understand the fucking pain you put yourself through when you go into a motherfucking situation as a woman. Already going into a situation with somebody thinking you gon', some people are so fucking competitive till they find out, yeah, you got the body, but the heart you never had. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You asking for trouble if you marry somebody that is totally in love with somebody else. You're asking for trouble, okay? If a man tell me, I really like you and stuff, but I can't get over Sheila. Bitch, you better go call Sheila. Try to figure out your feelings. Find out if Sheila your twin flame. And get the fuck away from me. Even if she not, no, my nigga. No, my nigga. We ain't doing that. And I'm just throwing out these random ass motherfucking names. Oh shit, my son got an aunt named Sheila. But anyway. This ain't even her lifestyle. Baby, please. She don't, She don't fuck around with clowns. I will say that. But anyway. That's like, if you know, you going to, I'm gonna give another scenario. You going to a job that you like what it does, but it don't pay a lot. And then you go there and then you start complaining about what it pays. Well, you still chose it because it's what you like to do. Okay, so it's your fault if you complain about the money. It's your fault. It's your fault. Everybody has something they like to do and other things that they don't want to do. Like I said, people gonna talk about you whether you do good or bad. Nobody is always gonna have something good to say about you all the time. And that's what you need to understand as an adult. But at the same time, I get it. I'm gonna say like this. I get it and I understand it. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you gotta live for you. You can't be worried about, like, well, if I wear pink and purple today, is people gonna talk about me? Or if I wear brown and white today, is somebody gonna talk about me saying I look like shit on toilet paper? Like, I don't give a fuck if they do. You be the nicest piece of shit on toilet paper that you can be while these hoes is talking about you, okay? I mean, shit. Hear what I'm saying. Just hear what I'm saying. Think about it and do whatever the heck you need to do. But stop worrying about what people gonna say when your prayers actually fucking get answered for you to do something. But you scared to fucking beat your feet because what somebody gonna say. Bitch, please, if I'm unhappy anywhere, I'm beating my feet. I don't give a fuck what Larry, Moe, or Curly got to say about it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, because 9 times out of 10, the people giving you advice, they lacking something in their life anyway, in the area that you trying to go into. So it's like a married person getting marriage advice from a single person. Or a happy bitch getting advice from a bitter bitch. They don't go together. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here because there's another one I like to make. All right, talk to y'all in a minute. Bye.